Look, chat. Look. So, this is a somewhat callback to the TSO Tunes video I did a brick ago. Talked about the show entirely. This time we're talking about the characters, not exactly all characters. I should have titled this main characters, because we're talking about the MCs. Any show you seen here was either one, in a tweet that I put up, two, just an insanely popular character that wasn't mentioned at all, or three, I don't even know the third one. Why'd I say three? No, I remember now. Three, they were in the old video. So what we have here is, I think, roughly 80 characters. Y'all know I'm not keeping this S shit. Hymn of Hymns. We're gonna call this Phi. We always have an orange tier called Phi. Typical MC, forgettable, not gonna lie, trash. And then we will be adding tiers from here or there when I feel like someone is more or less disrespectful. Arthur. I ain't gonna lie, he a little forgettable. I already don't remember his main character traits, to tell you the truth. Yeah, he's the definition of forgettable to me, at least. I know some of you probably are like, what? Nah, I quite literally can't even describe Arthur right now, I'll tell you the truth. Ben Tennyson. We gonna put Ben Tennyson and Phi. We gonna put Ben Tennyson and Phi. I was thinking typical MC. I'm gonna give him the nod. The reason I'm gonna give him a slight nod over just being a typical MC is because at the end of the day, he's one of them characters that you could root for. A lot of typical MCs, you just shrug your shoulders and like, that's typical. But I actually root for Ben 10 to win his fights or to learn lessons. So I'll give him the nod. I don't remember this dude, but I know he's a Beyblader. This was someone's favorite MC. You have no taste, bro. you have no taste, bro. I don't see nothing different in him than a lot of other battle anime type of niggas. So with him, like I haven't seen it enough to comprehend the story. Like I haven't seen the proper order of episodes, but I've definitely seen the big fights or whatever and shit like that. The reason why I never cared enough to start over and see it properly is because I literally don't see anything different in his character. Right now, I'm gonna leave him forgettable. Blossom, definition of typical. Holy shit. If Blossom ain't typical, I don't know what we're doing here. Blossom is literally like, okay, you have a team, whether it's 3 or 5 of you. Blossom is essentially the leader who's good at combat, who might not be the best in terms of raw power, who might not have the best rage boost or any other quirky attribute, but is the most solid overall person. Now, like that, she's the most typical MC of typical MCs. I hope we do not disagree on Blossom. Blue. I think I put other bro. I forgot. I think Mac. Yeah, I put Mac on here too, because I couldn't decide who's the main one between the two. Blue's funny as hell. Problem with Blue is I don't think he's on Ben 10's level though. He's in between here. Gun to my head, I'm gonna give him 5. Gun to my head, I think he's more better than Blossom than he is worse than Ben 10. So we'll see what we do with here. Y'all know I'm gonna add tiers later, but Blue is a good character. I think what separates him from Blossom is he has distinguished characteristics. So Blue is self-centered as fuck. Blue is always gonna do what's best for him or what's just a funny thing to do. And plus, spoiler, that also means he's just a generally funny character. Bob from Bob's Burgers, who I think is an underrated character. He's probably still typical though, but he is an underrated character. Cartman, Eric Cartman. That's easy, him. That's easy. That is so easy, that's not even funny. I ain't gonna lie, that is the easiest him. He might make a new tier later on. Cartman is that is a easy him. This nigga Cartman is just on so many different levels, on so many different types of time. Cartman can hold a story in the palm of his hand. His side stories can be better than the main story going on. He can personify anybody. The time he personified Butters was hilarious. When he went on Dr. Phil, he was like, I do what I want. Like he has so many fucking catchphrases. He's Cartman. Cleveland Brown. Well, I think Cleveland Brown is overhated. He is forgettable. While I think the Cleveland show gets a lot of shit, I'll admit he's forgettable. Cleveland is funny in certain moments, 100%. And if you build an entire show around him, he's obviously the main character of the show. But when you compare him to other characters, he's pretty forgettable. Danny Phantom. Y'all gonna have to hate me. Y'all gonna hate me today. Y'all gonna have to hate me today. I said what I said. I said what I fucking said. The only shit that holds back Danny Phantom is truly the lack of like complex characters around him. When you rewatch the shit, I don't think Sam, I don't think Nerd Boy, Vlad, I ain't gonna lie, what are we talking about? A lot of the ghost characters, I think the problem with Danny is all the characters around him aren't nearly as complex and interesting as him. But Danny Phantom himself, Danny Fenton, it's a great ass character. Dipper. So y'all know, I ain't seen a lot of Gravity Falls. I seen a little bit. And what I know about Dipper, he cool, he typical. He might be forgettable. I ain't gonna put that nigga down, tell you the truth. I'm gonna leave him up here just to be a little nice this time, but he cool. The dog from Cat Dog. The dog, I ain't gonna lie, I hot take for you, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I wasn't a fan, didn't get it. I'm all for stupid characters. I didn't. I didn't enjoy it, not even a little bit. I don't know who this is. I'm pretty sure this is Dr. Stone. Time to add a new tier. Who the hell is that? Eddie. So it was an argument in my head. Do I want to include all three of the Eds? The answer was no, because when you even think about it for more than 5 seconds, the main character is clearly Eddie. I ain't gonna lie. Eddie funny carries. Eddie's fucking hilarious. Eddie's fucking hilarious. The shit this nigga would do for a jawbreaker or just to be proven right is kind of insane. I damn near want to put him in him. I'm not gonna go there because I think Cartman is literally like what Eddie would need to be a him. Granted, Cartman has no PG, but I'm telling you, even Cartman without all the cussing and shit would still be there. So I'm gonna go 100% and say Eddie is fire. I think he's noticeably worse than Cartman, but yeah, Eddie's hilarious. Bro. El Tigre. I'll admit he's typical, but he has a special place in my heart. I'll admit El Tigre is typical, but he has a special place in my heart. Truthfully, I ain't gonna lie, fuck that. No, I'm putting him in fire, suck my dick. I ain't gonna lie, fuck it. I'll be fair, Cartman gotta go up too, but nah, he clears Danny. I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, these two niggas need like a gap, to tell you the truth, but it's fine. Aaron clears the shit out of. Oh my lord. I'm not even gonna explain it. If you don't believe it, watch it again. That nigga Aaron Yeager got it. That's just it. That's it. Ferb is great. Ferb is at least 5 to me. I'm gonna go 5. It's easy to say he could be him. I'm gonna go 5. But he could be him. I'm gonna go 5. He could be him. Gone Freaks. I'ma say Gone. Yeah, Gone's him. I'll down that. I'll actually overrate Gone a little bit and down that. I think Gone, he starts off insanely typical. Over time, he goes to fire. And when you really think about it, really think about it, he was on some him shit last scene. Now, I don't know about the manga shit. To be honest, do manga niggas even know about the manga shit? Because God. But Gon gets absurd. The moments he ends up having, the ways he views the world end up changing drastically. The character he ends up ultimately becoming, Gon becomes a him to me. He could be on the low end. He might get booted out. I will admit that. But Gon becomes crazy. Gumball. I used to think this show was insanely overrated. Now, I won't say properly rated, but it's definitely good. Gumball's fine. For sure. Huey Freeman. Easy. Is Huey gonna make you laugh all the time? No. Honestly, the shit he does might make you laugh, but is Huey Freeman gonna make you laugh all the time? No. Huey Freeman is going to pique your interest and then always bring you back to he's a fucking kid. And then always somehow surpass the level of disappointment that he brings with he's a fucking kid because he's a fucking kid. Ichigo. Now, I know who Ichigo is. I ain't gonna lie. And from what I've seen, but I ain't seen Bleach. So that's how I'm gonna put it. From what I have seen, it's not enough on some Genka, whatever, Gonki Dama, whatever the hell his name is. I've seen a lot of his shit, just not in order. I've seen some of his shit. From what I've seen, he's here. But I haven't seen like more than 10 episodes, so I ain't gonna do that to him. I ain't gonna lie, this gonna piss y'all off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Kill me. Kill me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It weren't for me. Jake the dog. Now, I'm not a fan of Adventure Time, spoiler alert, but Jake the dog's a fire character. I give it to him. Jake Dog's fire character. Jenny, I hope that's her name. Teenage robot. If that ain't typical, I don't know what it is. She's literally a typical teen, but she's a robot, so that's her adjustment to life. Johnny Bravo. So there's one or two ways I feel like you can rank Johnny Bravo. You can either call the nigga completely trash, or you can call the nigga fire if not him. I'm gonna go fire if not him. While I'm not a Johnny Bravo gotta watch it fan, whenever I did watch it and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave it on, he always did something stupid. Johnny Test. Typical as shit. Typical as shit. Typical as shit. Typical as hell. You don't forget Johnny Test. Maybe the theme song helps you remember Johnny Test. He has sisters that don't like him. A dog or aka side character that's wiser than him. His parents don't let him do everything he wants to do. That's the most typical story I've ever heard in my life. Jotaro. Hope I said that the right character. I haven't seen that shit. Kid. Look, man. I can't put him in him because I don't think he clears Ben 10. I don't think he clears Eddie, but he is definitely a great character. Kim Possible, on the other hand, instant her. Instant him and hims / her. Instant, though. That's not even the conversation. I hope I don't need to describe as to why Kim Possible is... I hope I don't need to do that. Camp Laszlo. Or Laszlo. I said Camp Laszlo. Laszlo... I ain't gonna lie, I'm over here lying right now like I can remember, bro. He's forgettable. Games were fun as shit. He's forgettable. What's this nigga name? Bakugan dude. Same thing with this dude. Tell you the truth, I'm gonna put him here just so I remember to look at him again, because he can go here. This dude is definitely better than this dude, 100%. Yeah, this nigga definitely better than the Dan. I'm actually call this nigga trash. Light Yagami. I ain't seen it. Lilo. So Lilo has basic character traits, and maybe I'm fanboying, but Lilo has basic character traits, but she accomplishes them in a really charming way to where I think she's like a little bit better than most of the niggas in typical. Billy's fire as well. Typical stupid character, but his stupidity is one of a kind. I think we can all agree on that. Luffy! Before y'all tell me to watch One Piece, nigga, that's a commitment. That's a commitment I'm not ready for right now, all right? One Piece discourse seems cool, I ain't gonna lie. I believe that is probably good. Big three things. That's a lot. Jerry! What are we talking about? Actually, nah, what are we talking about? My man Jerry. In fact, I ain't gonna troll with niggas. Where the boy at? Where the boy at, man? What are we doing? I don't go. Call it nostalgia, call it boomer, call it whatever the hell you want. I'm calling it him. Arnold, he could go. He's high typical lo-fi. I'm gonna put him in typical. He's high typical lo-fi. I'm gonna lean towards typical. Mac. I ain't gonna lie, Mac typical. Mac typical shit. It's a difference between Blue and Mac. No cap. MICKEYMOUSC. Okay, he's a legendary character, but if you're telling me that you can remember 10 things Mickey Mouse did, you're a liar. Hey, I'll take the pitchforks. I'll take the pitchforks right now. Name 10 things that mouse did. He's iconic. He's a legend. Name 10 things the nigga did. Come on, man. Regular Show is a great show, but I ain't about to sit here and call Mordecai a fire character. Regular Show is a great show, but I'm not about to sit here and say Mordecai's a fire character. That'd be lying. That'd be lying. Regular Show is actually, I'm not saying that out of peer pressure. I'm saying that as a nigga that literally went back and watched Regular Show. Fire character. Fire show. But I'm not about to act like he's a fire character. That's just not true. Morty's a fire character. Morty is a fire fucking character, bro. Morty is such a good character. It's a shame what happened with the show, but Morty's a fire character. Natsu. So I've actually seen a couple of Fairy Tail episodes. I didn't like it. I'll be blunt. Fairy Tail is my first anime that I literally watched and I was like, yeah, nah, I don't want to keep watching this shit. And I turned it off. Ash Ketchum, look, I know he fell off in Sun and Moon or whatever. I'm not going any lower than him. Stop, calm down, relax. I know he has lows. I get it. We're not about to do it. We're not about to do it. Nick Birch. You know what? Hot take. Niggas get big mouth a lot of shit. Nick Birch is funny. Nick Birch is a cool kid. Actually, nah, I'm gonna take him down. I confused them. Andrew is like that. Nick Birch is cool. Nigel, if that ain't a him, we are bored. Like, oh, what are we doing? Next, Batman. Okay, so let me be clear. I know who Batman is. Who doesn't know who Batman is? But in terms of watching Batman cartoons and shit, he probably is him, but I ain't gonna lie to niggas. I ain't seen that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'd take Penny's fire. I know people gonna go typical there. Penny's fire. Penny's fire. Finn. So I gave Jake fire. Finn is the definition of typical, but I'm gonna even go a step further because sometimes he's flat out annoying. He's forgettable to me. I ain't gonna lie. Finn sometimes can be fucking annoying. It's just some of the shit he does can just really fucking blow me. Cat, same thing. I ain't gonna lie. He's the logical one. I guess he's a bit better than Dog. I will say that, but I'm not a fan of Cat Dog. I'll just be blunt. Cora, overhated. Oh my God, she's overhated. Yeah, she trash. I'm overhating. I love the idea of rather than a boy that needs to learn the other elements and he's only good at one, she's fire at everything, but she's awful at one. I love that idea. And then she doesn't have like her spirituality intact. So essentially, she's like the direct opposite of what Aang was. I love that actually. But something about her character, I just don't give a fuck about. Dexter, I ain't gonna lie. Typical science brat. Angry, bad sister, mom won't let me do diabolical shit. Peter Griffin. I ain't doing this shit with y'all, bro. I ain't doing this shit with y'all, bro. I ain't doing this shit with y'all, bro. I'm not gonna, nope, not doing it. Calm down. I'm gonna really look at this tier and decide who really goes up. Cause Peter Griffin, backpack television. I want niggas to understand that. Whether you like it or not, whether you think he fell off or not, Peter Griffin backpacked television. But Bugs, unlike Mickey, legendary character that I do remember a lot of shit about. Bugs is him. Lelouch. I want to watch his shit though. I say that. Lelouch intrigues me. Phineas Fletcher. If Ferb fire, he fire. What we doing? If Ferb fire, he fire. What we doing? This Phineas Ferb, man. What are we doing? Rick. I ain't gonna lie. I think Rick is a little bit better than Morty. I think Rick's a little better. I don't know if he's in this tier though. Nah, he ain't in this tier. I think he's a little better than Morty, but he ain't in that tier. Jimbo! Fire. Definition of fire. If we can't agree on Jimbo being fire, then we won't agree on anything on this list. I don't know how you made it this far. Rigby, fire, easy fire. The only reason he's not him, I know a lot of y'all have him in him. Rigby can really be annoying sometimes, I'll just tell you the truth. But that's the nature of regular shows. Sometimes you with it, sometimes you're not. Most part you are with it though. Rigby's fire. Aang! What are we doing? Come on. That's Aang. That's Aang, bro. Come on. Aang, let me tell you why Aang gonna be in the Got It conversation. In fact, we gonna put these three niggas up here. Let me tell you why Aang is in the Got It conversation. Aang, the whole verse. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Aang, we been fighting all these nations together. I've been with you since you got out the ice, my boy. I'm here to tell you now. You had to kill that nigga Ozai. He goes to the past. The nigga went to the past. I ain't killed my op and that nigga killed me. You gonna have to kill that nigga. You gonna have to kill that nigga. Archer, you can say the show ain't up here. But if we talking about just this motherfucker? Just Archer. I think the show's fire too. But just Archer? Easy. What are we talking about? I ain't gonna lie. Just Archer is him. Archer himself is crazy him. He might be in Got It too. Like Archer, if you don't know ball, I promise you, I'm gonna make you mad. Watch Archer. I know it doesn't seem like the show to watch. Watch Archer. Archer is so ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie, Archer really probably deserves to be here, but I'm gonna revisit it. Robin. I ain't gonna lie, he's insanely fire to me. I think he's a little I don't know what it is, and you could call this random dick sucker hate. I don't know what it is that doesn't make me think that Robin's a him. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. All these other times I have reasons. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his fucking face. I don't know. But it's just something about him. I'm just like, Saitama. Probably him, but I ain't seen it. Scooby-Doo. What makes Scooby-Doo a him show is the collection of essentially 4, if not 5 powerhouse characters with the powerhouse concept. Scooby-Doo by himself, fire. Shaggy, him. I think we can agree on this. As a duo, boom. So like, yeah, but if we're ranking characters separately, this is what I believe. Is Zuko Midoriya? Now, no, I'm not gonna say I've been spoiled. I just know bro start moving different. That's the most vague way of me saying I know what bro ends up looking like. I know bro start looking different, but I'm not at that part. The last thing I seen, mute me for 5 seconds. Spoiler warning in 5 seconds for those that I'm somehow ahead of. Last thing I seen, nigga had whips. That's all I see. Boruto, Deku. So some shit popping off with both them shows right now. At that moment, at the moment in time that I know about them, the definition of typical. The definition of typical. Now I like Deku, but he's typical. I ain't about to suck bro dick. He's typical as shit. Spectacular. Come on, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What's complex about this? Courage. Because I've seen enough where I can rank him, and I'd put the nigga here. But I do say I barely paid attention when I did watch it, so I'll put him in here. SpongeBob, me boy. Oh my God, Patrick Batter, he's annoying. Anyway, all right. All right, bro. Cool. That's nice. That's real nice. That's sad. He's gay. Oh, that's sad. Damn, man, homophobic too. Damn, that's crazy. If SpongeBob can't be in Bro Got It safely, all right. He's cool. He's hot like the frozen sun, but he is rewatchable as nobody. I ain't gonna lie, he's typical as hell. I ain't like typical. Let's be honest. American Dragon is a fire power, fire concept. Jake Long's typical. Jake Long's typical character. Stan Smith is actually a really endearing character. I'm gonna put him in fire. Nah, the only reason I can't call Stan him is because, and it's not even that I think he's just objectively worse than Peter. There's sometimes he's just straight up funnier than Peter. The problem with Stan sometimes is too dangerously himself. So as a result, Stan is extremely predictable, but then there's times where it's like, yo, what the fuck? And it's like Stan would do some unpredictable shit that he'd predictably do, if that makes sense. So Stan's insanely fire. I could see him going to him, but I'm gonna put him in fire just for now. Homer Simpson, he fire, but I don't think I understand though a lot of niggas he's these. I don't see that, but he fire. Homer's funny. Mandy's typical mean girl. Sometimes better than that, but for the most part, I just got typical mean girl. I like Billy and Mandy before y'all start. Out of the three, I definitely think she's the worst. Grimm's not on the list because I definitely think the show revolves around the kids more than it does him. So I left them off. But yeah, Mandy I think falls a bit shy, but to Billy and let alone Grimm. But Mandy's not a bad character. She fits a role. Superhero Static Shock. I don't care what you say. Is it because I'm black? Maybe. That nigga fine. And we're moving on from there. Steven. I'm just playing, bro. Hell no. Nah, bro. I'm a hater. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hater. Ohana means family. Family means nobody is left behind or forgotten. What are we doing? It's literally Stitch. Superman, same thing. I'd assume he's him, but I can't tell you the same things about Justice League. And I watched Justice League too. My memory is shit. Timmy Turner. You could argue typical, but I'm not gonna make that argument. I'm gonna put him in fire. You could definitely argue typical, but there's a lot of things about Fairly Odd Parents that a lot of niggas did forget. Hell, even I forgot. They actually had an episode dedicated to, yo, why isn't this nigga aging? Like, they had an episode dedicated to that. They had an episode where he lost his fairies and, like, had to deal with that shit permanently. They had an episode where he just explicitly, not the same plot line of, oh, I broke the rules, now let me fix it. No, an explicit episode of, yo, you broke the rules and this is what's about to happen. Like, you're done, my nigga. Like, they had an episode where he had to see his friends meet the fucking woo. Like, Timmy, low-key. Like, this is why I say Fairly Odd Parents is a crack show and niggas just forgot. Fairly Odd Parents is crack. Timmy is low-key easy fire. Goku. I would explain this. I really would explain this. But I'm gonna have a video on it. I'm gonna have a whole video on it. But all I'm gonna say, for now, is if you think he's a bad father, you don't know ball. If you think he's stupid, you don't know ball. If you think his power-ups are bullshit, you don't know ball. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I have an entire video dedicated to it, and for every, and I'll even cater to the super arguments because that's the popular one. Even though I think the oh, he got stupid and super argument is so stupid. No, reality is the world around him. Never mind. Like I said, you don't know ball, but for every ounce of oh, he got so worse and super. Now I know you don't know ball because you didn't watch Dragon Ball, did you? Hey, nah, niggas watch the shit from Raditz, ain't ya? Niggas watch the shit from Raditz up, didn't they? That's crazy, ain't it? Cause unless I'm mistaken, there's 3 canon series, cause GT don't fucking count. You ain't tripping off no damn super to say Goku ain't no fucking. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Like I said, entire video is dedicated to it, so I'm not gonna go any further. But I'm gonna just tease my own video here and just say if you disagree, you probably don't know ball. And that's all I'm gonna say. Tommy is typical, but don't be weird. He's adorable the way he goes about shit. Like Tommy is, by all definitions, a typical group leader, but the way he does shit is just fucking adorable. I'm sorry, like. Having a fucking, like, beefing with a damn toy robot, like, squirting baby bottle shit at people, the biggest op being Jessica and her doll, like, it's just fucking adorable to watch. I fucking love Tommy. Yugi. I need to re-up my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge. From what I recall, he's fire. I'm gonna put him here, because I'd be lying to you if I could even name 10 cards, but I need to spin the block on Yu-Gi-Oh. But from what I recall, Yugi's pretty fire. I don't think he's him, but I do think he was pretty fire. Yusuke ain't seen it. Zim. Again, he goes with Dexter. Typical evil smart guy, scientist type ass guy. I don't think he has the qualities that Jimmy has. Well, Jimmy's not evil, but I don't think he has the qualities that like a Jimmy or a Stewie have or a Morty have. Or not Morty, Rick have, to where it's like, okay, you fuck with him for him versus the show and the shit that he does. And Zim's cool. And another thing with Zim, he can annoy me. Last but not least, Chowder. You know, they say end things on a good note. But we ain't doing that today, is we? We ain't doing that today, is we? That nigga trash, bro. That nigga's awful. That nigga's awful. He's just a stuck-up fat kid. I don't like his tubby ass. I'm gonna just say it. Like, he one of them fat kids that you just want to like kick. You know, like built like a motherfucking dodgeball. You just want to punt that little nigga. I ain't gonna lie. But these are the TSO characters. Y'all take care and stay blessed. Comment below who I left off or whatever. It probably was an accident.